Gonna try it again. Class 2 out of 5. This is some kind of ground cover that's a succulent. And it's soft and fuzzy. And it's flowers. It's the coolest thing. I don't know what it is, but it's so cool. Nice and cool in the shade with the breeze, waiting for the teacher. And we go in there. The theater is above. The green room is below.
Christopher Rain? Yeah, it's fun. And then this one is, and then Brenda. And I'll be with you for Brenda. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys about 15 minutes. Can you?
No.
Never. Yeah. Also, you guys some brackets?
Yeah, that doesn't.
Within your script? Yeah.
After some exercises and stretching and all, we got up and we did a few little quick things, and the teacher was an hour late. She said we'll make it up in 2 half-hour sessions in the next few weeks. She handed out scripts to us. My person that was supposed to be there was not there. And this other lady, her person wasn't there either, so she paired us up together. A couple people had, everyone else wanted drama. And I wanted comedy. Well, the one lady that they paired me up with, Loma Linda is an area near Redlands that has a lot of Seventh-day Adventists and a lot of really religious people. This lady, I'm not really sure why she's taking the class. She thought it might be kind of interesting. She has no clue how crass and rough theater people can get. I told an off-color joke. I asked first, and the majority of them laughed, and then a couple of them like, "Ooh, that is gross." I was like, yeah, told you it would be. Anyway, this lady, her name's Michelle. She was paired up, and the script that was picked out was one between 2 women having a bit of a spat. And they're supposed to be lesbian lovers or something. She totally refused to do it. She said, "I couldn't do that. Would never have those feelings." She doesn't understand that you're acting. It's not you, you're acting. And I said, well, pretend it's a guy. Pretend you, or like a movie star that you're fascinated about. Maybe, famous movie star that makes you kind of go weak in the knees from meeting him in person. No. But she was paired up with me, and it's a little skit, not a piece of a play. It's a little skit that someone had written for a series of skits in a play. And it's at the Department of Motor Vehicles. It's between the lady that works there and a customer. And I've read both parts, and I chose to be the DMV woman. Anyone that's seen Little Britain, imagine Carol Beers at the computer, and someone needs her help, and she tippity-tappity types on the computer. Computer says no. That's kind of the attitude this person has. This is the beginning snippet. I'll read both parts, but you'll know which one's me. Is this Windows 7? Yes. I'm afraid something rather complicated has happened with my driver's license. Sorry to hear that. What happened? Well, and I start reading a book. Well, you see, I moved from another state, and I let my driver's license lapse, and... Yes? Should I wait until you finish? I don't think so. It's a long book. But are you listening to my problem? I can read and listen at the same time. Go on. It's going to be fun. This lady wants to meet up Thursday morning. We're going to meet at St. Louis Bread Company, or actually it's called Panera Bread out here. We're going to meet at Panera Bread, and I'll probably have an endless cup of coffee, which is one of my favorite places. It's my coffee go place. I don't like Starbucks. One, it's incredibly overpriced. Two, their coffee's burned. And I don't know, I don't know how people buy into that. You talk about cults. Anyway, we're going to meet Thursday and go over this. Maybe I can memorize or half memorize it. I'm not sure what we're going to do next week. We had to have an idea of something and describe it and how it makes your smell, sight, sound, anything that it can deal with, and what it means to you, or why is it special to you, or whatever. I chose the Lollipop microphone that used to be my dad's. That on the shelf. Well, we ended up not doing that this week. Maybe I'll take it with me next week. Maybe we'll get to do it next week. Kind of like show and tell, but you don't have to take the item or whatever. She said it could be anything. It could be like a little piece of lace that means something to you, or I don't know. What would have a taste? Your plant? I don't know. But we didn't do that today. I told her I don't want to be a pain in the ass or stick in the mud or anything like that, but if I don't feel I can do some of those exercises, I'm just going to wait until there's one I can do. And there was only one that I had to kind of like wait until there was something I could do. Because I've had a lot of sinus problem lately and sciatica problems. And there's one exercise where we stand and then we just kind of roll forward and drop and let our head dangle. Well, my neck's been out still, and sinuses have been. So I did it once today, and when I stood back up, the room was going, whoa. Like, alright, let's sit this one out. Oh, lordy lord. I just ate some leftovers for lunch. It's a late lunch. I will probably have a salad for supper. I've been doing better. Tomorrow I'm going to eat the hamburgers that have been sitting in there. Maybe tonight, I don't know. Because the potato salad I made to go with them has been sitting in there too. I don't want to get sick. I don't know. There's always that salad before it goes bad. I haven't been a lettuce person since I was 110 pounds back in junior high. I'd come home and eat a chunk of lettuce. Just eat it cold. Also, it's cool in here because last night when it was cool, I had the windows open and the fans going. Outside now it's kind of warm. It's supposed to get hotter, but it's cool in here. I also have something that I had made, and Ashley wore hers the other day. She told me, oh, I wore that necklace you gave me, and I thought, I forgot about that. You take nylons. It can be old ones that have a rip in them or something. And I'll show you. This is one leg nylon. And you get those plastic ice cubes that you freeze. And when you put them in your drink, they don't water down your drink when they melt. Well, these are cold. They're ice cold. I had them in the freezer. And you tie a little knot in between each one, like you would with a string of pearls. Oh. Ooh, yeah. It feels so good. Yeah. It also helps with my sore neck. So I got my acting assignment or whatever. Got to think of some things to make that don't require a lot of cooking. Sorry, I'm rocking in this chair. I'm sorry. It didn't occur to me just now. I think I might take a wee bit of a nap and then get up and do some stuff. The next project I have 2 projects. One is the base for under the swivel chair. And one is a little bicycle I picked up. Someone was throwing away. It needs some work done to it. I don't know if it can be repaired, but if it can, I'll be working on it. I'm going to stop now. Did you just hear my shoulder pop? I just went like this and... What the heck? You get to a certain age and you're falling apart. Anyway, I think the teacher might have seen my candy clam imitation because she picked this. It takes place in New York and everything. So, because I gave her the link to my candy clam. So, I was notified by YouTube that one of my videos cannot be viewed in Russia. It was a candy clam one. Really? Okay, whatever. Sorry. Oh, it's because Candy Clam's running for president. That's why. Yeah. Oh, you governments, you religions, you silly you. Yeah. Upward and onward.